Welcome to another episode of Descent 2nd Edition Shadow Rune campaign, where we're continuing our journey through the scenarios. On the last episode, we went back to town. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford any of the items that were on offer from the merchants, so we only collected 80 gold or so. There were a few items for 50 and 75 gold, but nothing really worth our effort, or nothing that we could really use. There was a nice shield, but we don't have a character that uses shield, or we could, reorganize and respec the character towards shields. So I decided to save the money, to bank the money, and continue. Out of all the options that we had three options, as you saw, with regards to the next scenario. Well, encounter, really, or adventure. What are they called in the book again? I think they are encounters, aren't they? It doesn't matter, really, as long as we're having fun. And let me tell you what's ahead of us. So we had three options to choose from: a fat goblin, masquerade ball, and Cardinal's Plight. I decided to go for Cardinal's Plight because there is an interesting information in the narrative, which I'm going to read to you in just a moment. But before we do that, I just wanted to let you know what we've upgraded with regards to the skills, because you might remember that as a result of the outcome of the last scenario, all the heroes gained 1 XP. So let's start with Brother Garen, shall we? I've decided to go for the Corpse Blast. And what it does actually is that it allows Garen to detonate his zombie buddy for blast effect, and immediately after that the zombie is defeated. But the cool thing is that Garen does not need the line of sight, so that might be interesting to with regards to our tactics. So that's Brother Garen. Then let's go for Grissom. All right, Grissom, I decided to go for Drain Spirit. And Drain Spirit, for an action, if you deal at least 1 damage after dice are rolled, each hero within 3 spaces of you heals 1 health point, and this action costs 1 stamina point. So we decided to go for that. Drain Spirit. Now Jurek, Bestial Rage. Basically what that does is that for an action, well, I have to spend 2. There you go. I have to spend 2 stamina points, and for an action, perform an attack. If you're adjacent to your wolf, you can roll again with your attack dice, and this attack gains surge. Roll 1 red dice and add rolled hearts to the attack's result. Wow, so it's like a buff. Sorry for the dodgy translation from Polish, but it's quite confusing at first. Anyways, this could be quite good. It's like a finisher for some tough opponents. It costs 2 stamina points. So Bestial Rage for Jurek. Okay. And finally, Laurel here will go for Eagle Eyes, and what that does, it allows Laurel to ignore heroes when they're blocked line of sight when she's using the bow, so we don't have to be in the front line to shoot anybody ahead of us. So this is good. All right, so Eagle Eyes for Laurel. Okay, now let's go through the narrative, because it's quite interesting. Let me read it for you. It's not a long narrative, but still might be quite interesting to you to see how the story unfolds. Recently in Arran, Viceroy Palin was murdered. He was part of an old group known as the Shadowbinders. Barons Grigorin and Zakharev are afraid that the murderers may be after all of the Shadowbinders. As a result, you have been asked to check in with Cardinal Koth, who was also a member of the Shadowbinders. Koth is also the holder of the Staff of Light, a powerful relic that may be of use to you. Koth lives in the Cathedral to Kellos, located in the Calf Mounts, So you set off immediately to see what assistance he can provide. As you approach the cathedral, you realize that something is wrong. Of course, it's descent, isn't it? The gates have been thrown open and the sounds of a battle can be heard within. You immediately prepare your weapons and charge inside. So the app instructed me to lay out what you can see in front of you. There's a villager, okay. This is a young initiate hiding in the rubble. As an action, a hero may talk to him, okay. Place locked door. This is the locked door here at the far end of the current map that we can see. This is a magical barrier that cannot be opened. You must find some way to open the barrier. Oh, interesting. All right. Place 2 objective tokens as indicated. These 2 here. These are the exploration tokens. As soon as a hero steps on the token, click on it to explore the next area. The hero's turn then continues. Okay, we have 2 of them. And of course, we have carrion drakes, as you can see. Let me show you my carrion drakes. Okay, they look like this. All right, so that was the minion, and that's the master. All right, carrion drakes. Let us learn more about them. 5 movement points, 6 health for a minion, great defense die. They have flight, so they can go across the rubble here and attack me if they want to. For 1 surge, they can cause a disease, and for 1 surge, the minion can also boost his damage by 1. He attacks with a yellow. Same for the master. All right, they are melee monsters, and the master has 8 health and also has the ability called Infected. And what does Infected mean? Infected means that every time you discard a condition diseased or poisoned, instead you keep it. Ah, okay. But you have to be adjacent to this monster, so he prevents me from recovering, basically, from either disease or poison. Oh, that's interesting. So they can cause disease which is persistent as long as he's adjacent and he's alive. Okay, all right. That's okay. So our objective is to find Cardinal Koth. Well, get inside, basically. So what can we do? We need to talk to this villager over there. And we also need to get rid of these carrion drakes as soon as possible. Right. So what shall we do? Shall we use our corpse explosion, maybe? Or corpse blast, whatever it's called, right? 1, 2 for an action. 1, 2, 3. Does he have any health points? Let me have a look. No, it doesn't look like he has any HP, so he cannot be attacked, I don't think. We'll see about that once it's the Carrion Drake's activation turn. But before that, you know what? Why don't we try out our corpse explosion then, shall we? Okay, so I will move for 2 with stamina points. Okay, 2 stamina points. Then I'll spend the 3rd stamina point to summon my zombie buddy. Okay, so that was my first action, really. No, you know what? I'm going to do it like that. Still move using 2 stamina points. I will not summon him yet, so let me just put it to the side and I'll put him here to the side. Okay, I'll come back to that because I want to, for my first action, I want to shoot the Carrion Drake with my Reaper's Cane. Reaper's Cane, is it? Reaper's Wand, whatever, right? Let's see what happens. Oh, that's actually quite a nice attack, look. We need 3 range. I'm taking this monster. We need 4 range. We have 6. That's more than enough. and we attack for 3 and a surge. And the only thing we can do with this is boost your range by 1. But what I can do, I can use Garen's ability to sacrifice 1 HP to boost his damage by 1. So he attacks for 4 minus 1 is 3. And then for one of the surges, unused surges, I will gain 1 stamina point back. Okay, so this Carrion Drake gets hit for 3. His HP is 6, so 3 HP remaining. Okay, and now I will spend my stamina point for my second action to summon the zombie, who will charge in 1, 2, and attack the wounded Carrion Drake, but he will attack with his red dice. Okay, that's how we're going to go about that, and then we'll see what happens after, and maybe next turn we'll blow him up. Let's use him. Yup, look at that. Okay, we attack for 5 plus a surge, which is plus 1 damage, so it's 6 against 4, so it's 4 damage goes through. He only had 3, so this Carrion Drake is dead. Brilliant, good turn. Okay, so let me tell the app that Karen's turn is finished. Now Carrion Drakes activate, of course. Each attack gains plus 1 damage. Minion first. Engage the closest hero and attack a hero. So who's the closest? The closest is Garen. So he goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, like this. And we'll attack Garen. We'll attack Garen. I could use 1, 2, 3. I could use his Stone Skin ability, but I would prefer to keep that for the Master, who will hit him harder. Okay, so let's see what happens. So plus 1 damage. All right. Ooh, that's quite a strong hit actually. 2, 4, 5, 6 minus 1 is 5 damage goes through. Wow. 5 damage goes through, and I also become diseased, don't I? Yep, I become diseased. Diseased condition card goes on Garen. We need to remember about that. Wow, that was a strong hit, wasn't it? Yeah. So that was a minion. The Master does exactly the same. So he will go 1, 2, 3, fly over the rubble, and attack Brother Garen, but he will attack, yes, still attacks with yellow dice, but this time I'm going to spend 1 stamina point. Grissom will do that to activate his Stone Skin. Okay, to activate his Stone Skin, and that will give him additional dice for defense. All right, let's have a look. Oh, okay, he attacks for 2. The range is not important, it's a melee attack, but I defend for 3. Maybe as a result of this one or that one, I think the Stone Skin helped quite a lot. So that was a good activation and good defense. So now it's our turn, so we need to do something about the Drakes, because they are quite a nuisance, and Brother Garen is already wounded. He's got 6 health points remaining, not a lot. I could potentially activate Laurel, who now with Eagle Eye eyes, she doesn't need to have line of sight to use her bow when there is a hero in the way, like here. So we could try going for, yeah, for the Master. I think I'll go for the Master. Yeah. Or shall we do it the other way around? Or shall we run in with Laurel to position ourselves closer to this villager, because this villager will probably have some important information for us. So her movement is 4. She could go 1, 2, 3, 4 here, still shoot one of these guys, Does she need... No, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. An overkill perhaps, but why not? We still have time to rest. So we'll spend 4 stamina points and move 1, 2, 3, 4, like so, and use her bow to attack the minion. So this is the dice pool that we're going to use to attack the Drake, and wow, that's okay, no defense. She's using her ability that allows her to boost her damage when she rolls range more than needed, so she did. So that's actually 2, 4, and 2 surges. 1 surge will be used to boost her damage, which is 5, so she deals 5 damage. And then she will use the second surge to get stamina point back. Okay, so look at that, right off the bat, right from the get-go, 1 health point remains, and she still has 1 action to go. I think we will do it again. Shall we do it again? Yeah, go on. Ah, you can't be perfect every time, can you? Now let me have a sip of tea. Very nice tea. So that's a miss. All right, so Laurel and turn. Now it's either Jurek or Grissom. Jurek or Grissom. What I'm going to do, I need to position my wolf properly, because as a result of survivalist ability, every hero adjacent to wolf gains brown dice as a defense, additional defense. So that's quite good actually. And also the wolf, when adjacent to a hero, will have a chance to defend himself with a brown dice. So that's what we're going to do. So we can either attack, I could no, maybe we can go 1, 2, 3 and attack the Drake. Yeah, so here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll begin with Grissom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's his first activation. And now I have some options. I can drain spirit that Drake for an action and for 1 stamina point. If I deal at least 1 damage, is all I need. Each hero within 3 spaces of you gains 1 health point. So I can not only deal damage, but also heal Garen for 1. Which isn't, you know, massive. However, there's always something. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay, so 1 stamina point. That's the dice pool for the Oak Cane that Grissom is going to use to attack. We need 1 damage, okay? And we've got 1 damage. I kind of hoped for the surge to gain that stamina point back, but, well, it is what it is. So this is defended, this goes through, this Carrion Drake is defeated, and I also heal Garen for 1. Well, every hero in range, but only Garen was wounded. Okay, so Grissom's activation is finished because he moved for 1 action and then he attacked for the second. So that's what it is. All right, so end turn, and now it's Jurek's turn. So Jurek, what can you do? You can do several things actually. I can attack the Master Drake with my Javelin, which has reach and a red dice to attack. Can summon my wolf. I will summon my wolf in just a moment, but right now my first action will be to attack the Drake with red dice. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, and it's a miss. So now it's time for a wolf to come in. Where are you? Here. So I'll summon the wolf well, let's say here, we'll move him anyway in just a moment. So that was it. So that's the second action for Jurek. Now it's the wolf's turn. So the wolf will attack the drake, and it attacks with the red dice. And it's a miss again. Anyways, look, it was a perfect save. Yeah, by Drake. So I will position my wolf here. So he's adjacent to all three of these, providing them additional defense with the brown dice. Well, it's nothing huge. There's potential for two damage reduction, but yeah, always, you know, every little helps. Okay, so that's that. That's Jurek and his action, his turn. Yeah, it's the beginning of a new turn. So now we need to do something about this drake, or else. So who can deal maximum amount of damage? I would have thought it would be Jurek, because he can attack 3 times with his wolf. Or I can attack 3 times with, twice with Garen, and 3rd time with his zombie. But it would be better strategically to attack with Jurek, because he can attack 3 times with a red dice, while Garen twice with a yellow, once with red dice from his zombie. So shall we do it again? Well, shall we try Jurek? Because we need to deal 8 damage, and we have a potential for Pierce 1 with a javelin and Pierce 1 with wolf's attack, right? So he rips flesh with his claws and teeth. Right, Jurek then. We have a higher chance of actually at least heavily wounding that drake. Let's go for it. Come on, 3rd time in a row. First action, first activation, second activation. Yeah, 3 damage goes through, so it's 5 left. I don't think our wolf can deal that much damage to the drake. Let's have a look. There is potential on the dice. So it's our wolf. He needs to come closer, so he does. And let's see. Come on. 1 surge can be used for, as PS1, so 1 damage goes through. Okay. So that's all we could do. I think I'm going to leave my wolf where he is, and he will provide defense for both Garen and Grissom. Right. Come on, Jurek, you're not the greatest hero, are you? So, Carrion Drake. Apply +2 speed to each Carrion Drake. Activate minions. We don't have any minions left. So, the Master. Same bonus of +2 speed, but his activation options. For an action, engage the closest hero. For an action, attack him. And for an action, each hero in line of sight of this monster tests the sun. Each hero who fails is stunned. Ooh. Okay. All right. So I don't have to engage the hero because I'm already engaged. So he will attack the closest hero, and then everybody in line of sight will have to test the sun, which will be Garen and Jurek, because Grissom is behind him, so he's not in line of sight. And Laurel is not in line of sight because both Garen and the wolf are blocking the line of sight for him. Okay. So let's start with the attack first. So this is the attack, and this is the defense. So I don't really want to get hit. Shall we? Yeah, we shall. 1 stamina point from Grissom to activate his stone skin and give him a 2nd grade dice for defense. Him, I mean Garen. So watch me roll blanks. almost, look. Yeah. So the attack is 3, 4, 5, and disease. I'm already diseased, so I won't get that. So 1 surge is wasted. Okay, and I can't get rid of it anyways, so I will take the full and I'll have to keep it. I'll take the full effect of that, and I'll have to keep it. So anyways, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 4, 1 damage goes through. Okay, so all in all, I think it was really worth it. So, you know, protect myself against this. So now every hero in line of sight, so both Garen and Zurich, will test the sun. So the sun for Garen is 4. So this is for Garen. 3, nothing happens. And 2 for Zurich. And Zurich is stunned. Okay, let me find stunned condition. There we go. I got it. So I'll put it there on my dashboard. So of course, if you remember, stunned basically takes away one of your activations, one of your actions. So this is the only action you can take to get rid of stun. So then it leaves you with one action. So Master Carrion Drake activated. Now, it would be worth getting rid of him, but it would also be good to heal Garen. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Perform an attack. Do I really want to attack anybody? 1, 2, 3. I could have moved. So I think I will activate with... Yeah, I need to take him out of the way. So I'll activate Garen now. So what happens is that diseased... well, perform the sun test. If you succeed, discard this card. If you fail... So let me have a look, because the way I would play it is, if I succeed, I will not take stamina damage, but I will keep the card. If I fail, I'll both keep the card and take stamina damage. So it's 3 and my sun is 4. So I do not take stamina damage. I do not discard the card because I'm adjacent to Carrion Drake, who has the infected ability. Okay, so that's the very first thing that I had to do. Now I will attack Carrion Drake, sacrifice 1 HP to boost my damage. Okay, I can't do anything else, but that's my first activation. So let's have a look. Come on. Right, guys, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? But anyways, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3 away from the Carrion Drake. So that was my second action. Now for the zombie. Zombie will go back 1, 2, 3 and attack the Master Carrion Drake with his red dice. Oh, come on. Perfect defense. 4 damage against 3, so only 1 damage goes through. And that was Garen. Okay. Can I do anything else before I proceed? No, 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 no. No. Right, I could have used Fury of the Undead. Anyways, no worries. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I wanted to heal myself with my Reaper's Cane because that allows me to do that when I kill an enemy. Okay, so now it's either Grissom or Laurel who can activate, and I think I'll start shooting with Laurel. She can shoot through friendly figures as of her as a result of her Eagle Eyes ability that she learned. So she will do that. She will shoot. That's her first activation. She shoots the Master Carrion Drake. Okay. Oh, do we have the range though? Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to spend this surge to extend it to 4. But I can't use my ability to boost damage because I haven't rolled range naturally. I haven't rolled naturally range higher than actually needed. So I attack for 4. -1 is 3, and he has 3 health points remaining. And Laurel just killed the Master Carrion Drake, which we will highlight on the up, they're dead. Okay, so that was her first action. Now for 1 stamina point, I will move her towards the villager and speak to him. Right, you see a young initiate hiding amongst the rubble. While adjacent, you can spend an action to talk to him. Talk. When the initiate sees you, he calls out, "Please, faithful, the cathedral is besieged." The cardinal invoked the word of flame, but Merrick, Merrick is here, was already inside. Merrick knows that the Cardinal Koth can only be harmed by the faithful, so he's raising past fallen brothers to attack Koth. The other initiates are being captured by the monsters for some terrible purpose. You must save them if you can, and perhaps one of them can open the Word of Flames. At this, the initiate scrambles to safety and disappears. Uh-oh. So Merrick is inside, so probably somewhere here. So our goal now is to investigate these two. Yeah, there's no monsters. Investigate these two search tokens, exploration areas, whatever they are. So we can either go here or there. Okay. All right. So that was Laurel's second action. Now it's it's Olga Grissom. Olga Grissom, who now who can now move 2, 4, 5. It would be awesome to actually heal somebody. I think I'm going to use my healing rain. Yeah, I will use my healing rain for 2, the last 2 points that I have. Okay. Use my healing rain for 1 action and 2 stamina points that I just discarded, and roll 1 red dice, and it's 2. Okay, so I heal every hero within 3 spaces for the amount rolled. So I think it's the only one who needs healing is actually 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so it's brother Garen for 2, which is good. Okay. So, and then that was my first action, and the second action I'll use to rest and gain 5 stamina points back, ready for whatever comes next. So that was Grissom. End turn. Right? Nothing happens. Let me sip this wonderful tea. Very nice. Nice and bitter. Black tea. This is what I like the most. Same as my coffee. Needs to be black and strong. Right then. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shall we hurry up and see what's ahead of us? But we mustn't forget that. Let me get rid of that card. Jurek is stunned, so he only has 1 action to perform. Laurel could probably go in like that and attack, and proceed towards the exploration tokens. I'm just trying to think of the best way, and then we still have the diseased condition on us. But with the sum of 4, we should be able to get rid of it reasonably easy. So that's what we're going to do, actually. So here's for brother Garen first. He will test his son first to get rid of that disease, and he does. So his disease card gets discarded. So he uses his first activation to move 3 to 3 and 3, and then spend his 2 stamina points to perform movement action 1, 2. He will be close to that exploration token, and then for his second action he will rest, gaining 4 stamina points back, ready for next turn. then his zombie will follow. 1, 2, 3, that's all he can do. So that was Brother Garen and turn. Then we will activate Jurek, who will discard his stunned condition, wasting his first action as a result, and then he will move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay, and then his wolf will do 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. Okay, Jurek and turn. Grissom now, so he will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he's close to, if something happens to Garen, who knows, then he's close. Do we need to spend any stamina points? No, I'll play it safe. So Grissom and turn Laurel. She can go 4, so she does that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I will not step on that right now and cause the exploration, because there might be monsters there. Or does that even matter? Wow. No, let's step on this and see what happens. Okay, let me read it on the screen. If you explore from here, you can see what is happening to the south. To explore from here, move on to the space and then click explore. After the new area is set up, you may continue your turn. Yeah, let's do it. Explore now. Oh, as you look to the south, you see a campsite overrun with monsters that are holding 2 initiates hostage. Place 8A. 8A. Okay. Let's have a look. 8. Yep, we've got 8 here. Okay. Let me build it for you, and then I'll make sure you can see it on camera. So give me just a sec. Like so. 8. Close it off here. 2 initiates. So 1 and 2. Place them here. I'll explain everything in just a moment. One chest over here. Continue. All right. Place the harpy group on 8A as indicated. Right. So I'll show you my harpies as well. So before we adjust the camera, harpies. How many harpies do we have? I think it's 3 plus 1, isn't it? Okay, so quickly, let's find the card. The AI card for, well, not AI card, the stat card for the harpies. Come on. Harpies, where are you? Harpies, harpies, harpies. Come on. Right at the very end. Of course, right at the very end. I don't know what's with my monster card deck. Yeah, so these are the harpies. Right. This is the card, and it says that they have a fly ability, so same as the Carrion Drakes and Swarm. The Master Harpy also has Flock. Oh, that's interesting. 5 movement, 3 health points, a grey defense die, and a minion attacks with a yellow, but the Master with a red. So let's have a look what Swarm does together with Flock. Swarm. This monster deals +1 damage for each other monster adjacent to the target. Ah, okay. And Flock, each minion monster from this monster group within 5 spaces of this monster may immediately move 2 spaces. Ah, so if they're within 5 spaces of the master, they gain +2 movement point, which makes it 7. Wow, they're very mobile, very fast. Okay, now it's time to readjust everything for the camera. There we go. Okay, so the harpies should be spawned in the, okay, harpies. I haven't shown you the harpies. Okay, with a little nest. Okay, like that. Sorry, it was off camera, like this. Okay, and that was the master, so this is the minion. There you go. So, and it's Yeah, it's 3+1. So the fourth one will go, I don't know, here maybe. Right, let me just make sure that you can see everything on camera. Yes, you can. Looks all right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Continue. Nothing happens. So, haha. The harpies will activate because it was Laurel's. Let me adjust that. Laurel's second action. This is what I thought. This is what I wanted. I didn't want this to happen, but well, it is what it is. So end turn and harpies each attack gains +1. Minion, engage the closest hero, attack a hero. Okay, so minions go. So 1, 2, 3, the first harpy, and she attacks the closest. Which one is the closest? Okay, we'll do our d6 roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She attacks with a green. And I wish they were closer. So it's not worth using the stone skin just yet. So let's see what happens. Okay. And she actually attacks Laurel. Okay, so she attacks. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Oh, it's an okay attack actually. 2, 3. And she can use the Surge for Swarm, but she's alone for the time being, so she cannot use that. So 3 damage, 2 defense, 1 damage goes through. Laurel, she gets wounded for 1. Okay, the second minion harpy flies in here and does the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they can use Swarm. So it's +1 damage. +1 damage from the app. Okay, sorry for that. So Laurel loses another health point. Now she's down to 6. Yeah, I think we will. It will use our stone skin, right? So stone skin. 1 stamina, 1 great defense type, but on whom? What does it say? When you or any other hero is attacked. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I will cast it on Garen because look at that, perfect. That was a perfect stone skin. Okay, so stone skin is exhausted, right? So the third zombie, not zombie, harpy, she needs to engage the closest hero. 1, 2, 3, but she can use flock, can't she? Yeah, she can use each minion monster from this monster group within 5 spaces. No, I have to activate that. No. The master needs to spend an action to activate flock so he can move the harpies. That's the way it works. Okay, so anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she can fly above our heroes and place her here. And then she attacks either of these 2 guys again. So same procedure as before. So she could place herself here and also attack Grissom, but then he gets the benefit of the additional brown dice for defense. So from Overlord's perspective, I wouldn't really go that way and do it. So what I can do, well, yeah, that's everything I can do right now. Let's have a look. That's a dodgy one, but it would have been 1. Okay. Where's the blue dice? Okay, the blue dice. There you go, look. Okay, and now we're going to use Grissom's ability. And it says, each other hero within 3 spaces of you gains. Each time a monster misses or deals no damage on an attack targeting you, you recover 1. So she would have hit Garen. She didn't, so he gains 1 health point as a result of that. Brilliant. So it's like passive healing. That's why I like Grissom paired with Spirit Speaker class. Okay, so these were the harpies. Now the master, he does exactly the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engage the closest hero. Okay, so she flies in here, and again she will not attack Grissom because the wolf will give him brown dice. So she will do exactly the same as her minions did, which is, but this time we attack with red dice, right? Yes, red dice, as you can see there. So this is our pool. Okay, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to make it fair and a little bit random. Ooh, that's a very powerful attack. Oh my god, look at that. And she also has +1 bonus. So she attacks for 2, 5. Wow. 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 Okay, I'm lost for words. So she attacks for 2, 5, plus 1 search for swarm, so +3. So that's actually 8. 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's exactly what Brother Garen has. He has 8 health points remaining. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Wow, what a powerful attack. It just threw him off. So he loses his stamina points as well. Oh my god. So master activated, Garen knocked out. Oh my god. I couldn't have saved him because I had already used my stone skin before. So that was it. Wow. Fantastic. Okay. I think we'll stop the episode here because we need to think of a strategy of how to overcome these harpies who have surrounded us, and we need to kill them quickly, otherwise they will destroy us with their swarm ability. The master harpy, he just, you know, pulled off some fantastic attack for 8 damage, no defense, and Brother Garen was knocked off his feet and he's lying there unconscious, waiting for his party members to rescue him, bring him back on his feet. But for now, he's just lying there unconscious. Yeah, so that's it for the opening episode on the Cardinal's Plight. We are desperately trying to save these 2 villagers to see what they can tell us about this magical barrier and whatever is going on inside. We don't know. We are also interested in this chest because we need to start collecting some loot. Talking about loot, we need to use Ginny's lamp that Brother Garen still carries in his pockets, and hopefully find something useful that we want to keep. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the very first opening scenes for the Cardinal's Plight encounter. I'm really hoping to find Cardinal Koth inside and save him, or at least, you know, fulfill the winning conditions, because the Staff of Light, the legendary item, absolutely necessary for Grissom to proceed and progress towards the Act 2. This item is absolutely necessary. I remember obtaining that in one of my previous runs off camera, and it was absolutely fantastic because it pairs well with any healer, especially with Spirit Speaker, who's not so strong with direct healing but focuses more on the passive healing or protection. So there you are. That's that. We'll pick it up in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.